And we've now come to that time of the month where I do another arc thoughts on the series known as One Piece. If you guys are new to this series of videos, then you know that once a month I will be talking about an arc in the series of One Piece in order that they happen in, obviously. And I will keep going that until we either get to the end of One Piece, which is likely not going to happen, or we get to whatever arc that we happen to be on. Hopefully the one that we're on right now will end, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, we talk about the second arc in the series, being Orange Town. Orange Town is, again, the second arc in the series, consisting of 14 manga chapters from chapters 8 to chapter 21, making it twice as long as Romance Dawn, but not quite so long as you couldn't say read it in the span of maybe a day or so. Not very long at all, actually. If by chance you watched the anime, then you will have already met Nami, but it's in this arc where you first meet Nami, and she is pretty cool, as she's actually the first character that fits one of the main definitions of a pirate, is in she will lie and steal and do whatever it takes to get treasure, because that's what the pirates are going for, treasure. And treasure is actually a very prominent theme in this arc, believe it or not. I mean, again, you have Nami, who, again, wants to lie and cheat and steal and get all the treasure she wants. You have the main villain of the arc, Buggy the Clown, who also wants treasure as well and shares that same sentiment. However, treasure can come in a variety of unorthodox methods, such as the mayor of Orange Town, whose treasure is his beloved town that is unfortunately being ravaged by Buggy the Clown and his crew. And you have Shoo Shoo, the adorable little dog who is protecting his owner's pet food store. It's their passion and devotion for what they want that makes Luffy relate to them in a way, because he too has an unorthodox treasure, being his trademark straw hat. And it's in this arc where Luffy and Zoro especially are both really starting to be taken seriously, just because they just have so many awesome moments. I mean, you have Luffy defeating Richie the Lion. You have Zoro fighting Kabaji, who is a swordsman on a unicycle. Yes, that actually happens in the story. And then you have... Actually, I like the fight between Luffy and Buggy. I mean, keep in mind, this is the beginning of the series. Now, Buggy comes across as a rather sort of two-dimensional villain. I mean, what makes him interesting partly is the fact that his design is cool, and he too uses Devil Fruit. Because up until we meet Buggy, Luffy's the only Devil Fruit user we see. So, a battle between Devil Fruit users? Okay, you got me interested. But that doesn't really save Buggy as a character in this arc. Again, pretty two-dimensional. Fortunately, later down the line, when he becomes a side character, he's much more entertaining. In fact, there's a certain arc where I will tell you right now, he practically steals the show. He is that awesome. But this is Orange Town. We are not remotely there yet. So, we're just going to have to deal with Buggy as he is. Honestly, another thing that made Buggy more interesting is, yeah, he may be your standard two-dimensional villain, but what makes him very fascinating is that he has a very good backstory, as he was a cabin boy on the same pirate crew as Luffy's idol, Shanks. Shanks being the one to give Luffy his iconic straw hat. So in a way, it actually sort of, so everything sort of connects together, while also expanding on the story. So, in the end, it's a short arc, but a good one. As, again, it has a nice theme in Treasure, of course. You know, you have characters that really start, you know, coming into their own, becoming memorable. You know, a few really great scenes, a few funny moments as well. Particularly a couple of really funny moments in the fight between Luffy and Buggy. That was awesome. Especially the way they handled Buggy's devil fruit power. That's even awesome. That's even more awesome. Yeah. Overall, Orangetown, decent arc. Pretty good arc. I mean, we'll be getting into arcs that are much better going forward. Although, the next arc I would technically consider the weakest. But, really there are no bad arcs in One Piece. Just ones that are much stronger than others. And I guess by proxy you could say Orangetown is the one that, since I've been doing these videos, Orangetown is probably the strongest one so far. But things will only get better from here. So, yeah. Again, it's a short arc, 14 chapters, chapters 8 to chapter 21. Maybe twice as long as Romance Dawn was, but not really that long. And, yeah. It's a fun read. You know, it's definitely, it's definitely worth checking out. And again, it's not like you're very far into the series at all. You know, just read Romance Dawn and then get to Orangetown and you're golden. So, yeah. And for those of you guys who are wondering, didn't Brandline Review do something like this? Yeah, he did, but his thoughts are much more elaborate than mine. And plus, you know, I'm in no way an expert like he is. These are just like, you know, what I think as well. So, maybe with a few differences, you know, here and there. So, yeah. All in all, fun arc. If you actually have been reading One Piece for years and years and years, you know how the story goes. If you're just starting to get into it, you know, it's fun to, you know, get into. And, yeah, that's really about it. Again, sorry if these videos aren't really going to be very long, because these are just my thoughts on the arc itself and what I found, like, the most memorable and, you know, interesting. So, yeah, that's what I have left to say, and hope everybody had, you know, wonderful day. So like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Be sure to, you know, turn those notifications on YouTube. I am once again humbled I made this video for you guys to watch and enjoy for this evening. I hope that we all had a wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys don't want to talk, channel is going to be here to London here, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.